let's get straight into this. Bitcoin's doing good, Ethereum's doing good. Some little healthy dumps. Let's go on ETH USD. Let's see. ETH's looking good. There's a lot of lows and then higher lows right here. This is on the hourly. I'm gonna go on the 30-minute, break it down. Maybe get. We already have on one of these charts. Let's see. We got Coinbase. Yeah, on this chart we do already have a fib channel right here, which is pretty decent. And it doesn't look like it's gonna break below this line, but if it does, we know, through historical context that these tend to, if we do hit this level right here, we tend to bounce off of it. The bottom of this fib level right here is going to be 18. It's definitely in the cards. Let's see, Coinbase, that was cracking. And it looks like we're above all the major moving averages. Why? Because we keep breaking all-time highs, and then all the moving averages are below it. And then you have right here, you have this fib, you have this fib. You have all these different support lines. We're not even there yet. These are pretty down in the move. We'll cover them if they need to be covered. Let's go into Bitcoin, talk about Bitcoin for a little bit. But right now, ETH's dropping. I'm not really too worried about it at all. Alright, so let's take a look at this Bitcoin perpetual contracts. This is the Bybit chart. You trade on Bybit. Looks good. And we were talking about these patterns earlier. So you have this 1, 2, 3. Then you have this hammer, or this is like a morning star, shooting star formation. And then this is a hammer. We were talking about that, basically just consolidation. And then it's just moving down a little bit. It's just dumping, but like you notice, just like on the hourly, like we haven't even broken this lower low right here. Really, what we're seeing a lot in these markets, what we're seeing a lot is, and Bitcoin isn't the best illustration of that, especially on the 1 hour. Well, I guess you can kind of see it on here, but what you're gonna see as a fractal on nearly every single crypto right now is you're going to see massive uptrends is what we've been seeing constantly. And so really just getting these fib channels is going to be massively important, like the macro one we have right here. And then, going on to something like the 30-minute, and we're going to draw some maybe like microphone, like fib channel, like Fibonacci retracement channel. Or fib channel, and not retracement, because that's a different one. Let's see, Coinbase. But I was thinking about drawing some channels, getting the touch points on these. And, this is just another perspective. So first we had that Fibonacci channel that was really accurate. Then we have this right here, bounces off right here. It's still looking really good. We're above this Fibonacci channel, and I think we have to adjust it because we broke all-time highs since we adjusted it last. I mean, we just adjusted it like a few hours ago. Alright, there we go. So yeah, I mean, it's above the fib level. It's looking good. Obviously coiling up right here. Kind of looks like a ascending triangle. We'll go over that later. The main thing with it is, is it going to dump? Is it not going to dump? Well, we're going to measure that consolidation pattern, and then based off of that consolidation pattern, if it breaks out of that consolidation pattern down, is it going to find support and have low volume breaking down, or is it going to break out of that up? Essentially, but right now it's consolidating. More so than anything, you might think that it's dumping, or you might think that, but these are, once you look at the more macro charts, once you look at the more macro patterns of these, wedges, or this one seems to be an ascending channel, you see that, we're just really consolidating in between that channel. And even though we are dropping, we're dropping in between that channel. Again, we're going to go over that later. we're just getting straight into the stream. You guys know how we do it. Let's take a look at DXY real quick. You guys know why we do DXY. If you don't know why, basically DXY, if it dumps, it's good for all assets, and if it pumps, it's bad for all assets. And we have a massive double top that we've been talking about for a long time, and then I guess Crypto Zombie just started talking about it today. I don't really need to pull it up. It looks like it's curved a little bit in the last few hours, and we haven't hit it yet. So that's a little check-in on the DXY, but we have the levels for that double top that we're following. Let's take a quick look at BTC. Well, you know, because of everything that's going on in crypto right now, everything's so majorly bullish in crypto right now. Let's take a look at total cryptocurrency market cap as opposed to Bitcoin dominance. A lot of times, you know, you want to look at Bitcoin dominance because the main driver of, you know, the markets is, okay, you're looking at Bitcoin dominance because Bitcoin dominance is going to show where all the money is. But because so much new money is flowing into this space, we got to look at crypto market cap. And it looks like it's just setting all-time highs on all-time highs on all-time highs. You can see this very clearly right here. This is on the hourly chart. So just 3 hours ago, we just hit another all-time high. So that just gives you a perspective of how much money is flowing into this space. And so, you know, it's very bullish. Now with that perspective, that 3 hours ago we just hit an all-time high, let's take a look at BTC, because why does that chart matter compared to this chart? The fact that Bitcoin's dumping, the Bitcoin dominance is dumping. People are getting out of Bitcoin and putting more money into altcoins. On top of more money is flowing into the space, and more money is flowing into these altcoins. It just means there is a massive alt season. Okay, so no question that we broke this head and shoulders that we were showing. No question, you know, we broke, you know, just about everything over here. We had this really cute Fibonacci channel that was trading perfectly. And then we just need to break this level over here. On the higher time frames, there's a wick. And we just need to break that to set a massive lower low and validate this entire downtrend. So this is the downtrend. We need to break this level right here to just be an absolute alt season. Like I told you guys already, it doesn't, we're already like in it or whatever. Like it's pretty much like going to happen. It's like inevitable. It's like a snowball effect. Like there's already so many people talking about alts. There's so many people that don't even know about Bitcoin dominance and all that stuff. Like alt season's pretty much guaranteed at this point. But we like to keep the charts up, and we want to look at this level. And if that level breaks, I mean, it's just game on for a hot second. Like, you know, gains, alt season. Let's go, baby. And if you are interested in alt season, check out my last video. If you don't know how to use Uniswap, at the end of my last video, I did a very detailed use case of Uniswap. So if you don't know how to use Uniswap and you want to learn how do I use Uniswap to trade these altcoins, because a lot of these coins that a lot of these YouTubers are talking about, like Refinance, APY Finance, like all these big coins, all these hot coins, Umbrella, Matic, like you guys know all the coins, all the hot coins. If you guys want those, you're not going to find them on Kraken, you're not going to find them on Coinbase, you're not going to find them on any, maybe some on Binance if it's not Binance US, but you know, I got kicked off of Binance because I'm a US citizen, and like even when I was using a VPN. So like I said, a lot of these coins you're just not going to be able to get. Maybe you could get some of them on KuCoin and maybe some of them, but you're most likely going to have to use a decentralized DEX. And you know, there's like Kyber swap, there's all these different swaps. You're going to want to use Uniswap. If you don't know how, you know, it's not really for me. I mean, I'm not telling you to go over to that video, like the video and whatever. Like an extra like 1 or 2 views doesn't mean anything for me. It's for you guys. If you don't know how to use Uniswap, go check out that video right now. It was my previous one, and it's at the ending. I go over Uniswap and how to use it, and I pull it up on my phone and show you guys so that you guys know what's up. Let's make sure that everything's good. Hey mate, what are we checking out today? I got questions. How do you get that volume on the right side of your screen. All right, so what are we checking out today? Man, I've been in Ethereum. Ethereum's been doing good. I like Ethereum. Get this. So you go on volume. So the volume thing's right here. But I've been on Ethereum, the Ethereum wave, and the thing I like about Ethereum so much is even while we're in altcoin season, whether Bitcoin pumps or whether alts pump, Ethereum is an altcoin and it is massively undervalued. So you just type in right here VOL right here on this FX, which is going to be your indicators. Then you press this one and it's built in and it's volume. Now depending on which plan you have, I have the premium plan, which gives me access to 25 indicators per chart, which is the highest one. Just depending on what plan you get, you might not have access to it, but you most likely will, unless you have too many indicators. But it would just be right here, VOL. So, but yeah, I'm looking at Ethereum, but I'm also looking at a lot of coins right now. Just ask me like if you have any opinions, if you're looking at any coins or something like that. We'll get into it in a second. But yeah, as far as what we're looking at today, there's a lot of heat. There's a lot of heat in these markets, like with different coins, altcoins, and the altcoin market is straight up just sus, like crazy sus. So like if you're not familiar with altcoins and how they work and stuff, like it's not like the stock market. It's not like anything else. Like when something in the stock market pumps, you're like, okay, I should probably stay away from this. The pump's over. In alt season, like you could have something that pumps 100%, and then you're like, oh, it's done pumping, and then it pumps another 100%. And you have some coins where it's like, oh, like there's no way, that this coin's gonna pump because it's been dead for so long. And right when you think it is just dead, like input like Graph or whatever, Filecoin, like just different coins, like, they'll be straight dead. And then all of a sudden they'll pump like 50, literally 100%, 70% in a day. So altcoin season on crypto is just something else. So we'll get into that in a second. Let's go. So just let me know if you have anything that you're looking at specifically that you're like, I really like this a lot right here. It only has 2 touch points, but I'm still going to keep it because you have this swing low and you have this swing like right here. You have this, which is called an anchor, or I forget what the other word that people call it, a pivot point right here. And this is that drop right here. So they both line up perfectly with each other. I'm going to keep that one right there. But we're also going to draw another one because that's not 3 touch points. You can't just draw random consolidation patterns. They have to line up with 3 touch points, either on candle bodies or candle wicks. So let's see. This one looks good right here. So you got that one. 1. 2. Oh yeah, this one right here looks good. Yeah. Oh, but that doesn't line up with anything on top. Let's take this out just so we don't get confused. We'll just mentally have that one, because it's just gonna... I want to do this perfectly. Like a lot of people, like they just come in the game and they don't actually draw the right. So that looks about decent right there. So you got this idea right here on the 4 hour. And then essentially you either got to, let's just do it the light way for starters. And then we'll look in and see if we have anything else. So boom. We got a textbook ascending triangle idea right here. That's kind of the consolidation pattern we're looking at. So I'll just thicken this up a little bit now that we've drawn the lines. Boom. So textbook ascending triangle. That's kind of like what we're looking at the immediate short term. well, it's really the midterm because it's the 4 hour, but this is what people trade on. So, and then the other thing that we're looking at is we want to see, this Fibonacci, like or not this Fibonacci. We want to see. I'm gonna draw it out. I'm just gonna draw out the bottom part of it because I feel like that's the most important part to people. And then obviously if we break all-time highs again, so I'm just gonna leave that there, and then bring it down right here. And it looks like the pump started right here. And then what you would do is you would pull it out like this. Yeah, so that has 3 touch points. And this would be sort of like, if we were to come down, we would potentially find support on a level like this. And I guess I'll draw the top just so you guys get an understanding. But essentially what we're looking at right here is in the immediate short term, we basically have an ascending triangle right here. Could break out either way, and then we would be looking at, even if this breaks, we could hit this level right here and be bouncing in a higher pattern, consolidation pattern, which would be something like this, and then it looks like maybe another parallel channel on top of it, something like that. Just to give you an idea of what's going on in the charts. So right here looks really good. It looks really good. I'm gonna make it thinner just so I can make sure we get all our touch points right. That looks really good. Okay, let's see. Just delete that. Just delete that. We can always redraw stuff. Boom. Oh, that looks perfect. Okay, so you have your 1, 2, 3, definitely 3, and it looks like it almost lines up with. Yeah, that doesn't work. There we go. We tried with that other touch point. We got 1, 2, 3, 4 touch points on this line right here. So that's a valid trend line, and then we're just going to thicken it. So now you guys get an idea of what we're looking at. And so you guys get an even better idea, and you're not getting confused right now, I'm going to draw this line as, we'll make it yellow. And we'll make this yellow. So, and then we'll just put that like that. Boom. So this is an ascending triangle, and then in the bigger formation, and then I'll just make these the same thickness so that you get an idea. So this might not be the absolute best, but these are definitely valid textbook trading patterns right now. So these are the 2 patterns that we're looking at. We're looking at this and this pattern right here. So if it breaks above this, this could break out of this ascending triangle, and we could get a measured move up. If we break out of this channel right here, or we could break out of this ascending triangle down into this larger channel right here. That makes sense? And then if we were to break out of that, we could potentially have some support lines lining up right here and break into something even higher. You get what I'm saying? It's altcoin season. Bitcoin's really just consolidating right now. We'll see how she does. If there's any like chance that there's going to be like some massive move, something like that, what we're going to do is we're going to come into this right here called market cipher. We're going to zoom in. And we want to see more money flowing in. And right now there is a lot of money flowing in. So it looks really green. It looks really good. Alright, so that's basics that I wanted to get just right out of the way. I'm going to pull up the ETH charts and then ask me questions, guys, on altcoins, different things like that. If you're looking at stuff, I'll take a few questions. Thanks. Hey, mate, what are we checking out today? So, yeah, I mean, we're really looking at, Bitcoin, and Bitcoin's consolidating, and those are kind of the consolidation moves, consolidation patterns, moves, and then we're looking at ETH. ETH's looking good. ETH's looking hot. I kind of want to check out Chainlink again. You guys know Link has been pretty bullish. A lot of people talking about how bullish Link is looking. We'll see. So let's go into this. It looks like it got rejected off of that level that we were looking at, that we've been watching, which is going to tell the whole story right here. So you guys know that it finally broke above this consolidation pattern it was looking at. So it was, constantly hitting this level right here, this outer band. It finally broke through it. And then it looks like it broke through this, but then it came down and got rejected. And we're just looking for another break out of that. Once we get a clear confirmation break where the candlestick closed out of this, should be pretty bullish. For Link, I'm probably going to sell it after that pump, at least half of my position. I'm just kind of like, with Link, I'm just kind of like, I don't know. Uni, let's check out Uni. So like I said before with Uni, like, it broke all-time highs again, which was nice, but then there was no follow-through. And it keeps finding support on these major levels. Like you can see this moving average right here on Uniswap. It keeps finding support on these major levels, but it's just consolidating. Like it doesn't have enough, like it should. It has the fundamentals to pump, but the market's just not there for it. Let's take a look at ADA, Cardano. So yeah, Cardano, it's been pumping for a while. It's starting to cool off. Really what you want to look at with Cardano is RSI. And then we're possibly looking at falling back into these fib levels. It did hit this measured move right here, and it looks like it just pumped a little. It just wicked a little bit after that measured move. And we're coming down. Yeah, I'd be looking at maybe a fib retracement and keeping an eye on the fib or on the RSI, relative strength index. Let that thing cool down. Polkadot's doing strong. Polkadot's doing good. Ecosystem's looking good. Am I buying right now? No. What's a possible target? Possibly, like we were talking about before, $39 potentially would be a decent area of resistance, a fib level. Let's see what else we got. Dot, and then what else we got? We covered most stuff. So yeah, ask me questions if you have any questions. Let's just take a quick look at some of these ETH charts. So I mean, on the 4-hour, this is pretty bearish right here. Just this candlestick right here is a bearish engulfing. We'll see what happens, but you have this shooting star right here, then you have this massive wick up, and then it's just kind of consolidating. It's just kind of cooling off. It's just locking in gains. We hit new all-time highs again on it today. It's just bearish in the short term more so than anything, and then we're just looking for support areas on ETH. We're just looking to find support on this puppy. Yes, there's double tops. Yes, there's double tops, and then there's something else, that some bearish moves that we covered yesterday. But like I told you guys before, they didn't look like they were going to play out, and they didn't. So it looks like it broke this level down here. on this, possibly. Dang, so it broke out of this one. This was on a different chart, and it looks like it found support right here. It found support nicely. We'll see how that support holds. Like I said, it's just a game of finding support. We're pretty high up, and we negated, there was like a measured move, some double tops, and they got negated. I don't remember. It was something like right here, like last night or something. There was some double top action that ended up playing out, just a small one, and then there was this more macro double top right here that didn't end up playing out. And what I said, I had to cover it on the charts, but I didn't think it was really gonna go too far, and it didn't. Let's see. So that's Coinbase, Kraken, Bybit. Straight up rainbow chart. Jeez. So I mean, we're above this obviously major Fibonacci retracement area right here, golden pocket area. So it's looking good. You constantly have these levels right here. It looks like we haven't tested either one of them, but we could potentially. This is what I was looking for if there was like a potential double top, like a neckline, just different levels of these double tops that didn't end up playing out. And I don't think they're going to play out, but just something to keep an eye on. I'm not even going to draw them because, there's not like a terrible amount of relevancy to them right now. I'll keep you guys updated if we get there. But yeah, I mean, as far as coins go, everything's looking good. And again, if you're interested in altcoins, which you should be because it is altcoin season and nothing looks like it's going to stop that. So I'm just going to, while I'm talking about altcoin season, I'm just going to go to Bitcoin dominance chart that we have set up. And yeah, I mean, we're so close to breaking this absolutely massive level with like no chance of stopping anytime soon, it looks like. So if you're interested in altcoins, Elliott Trade, BitBoy are probably going to be your two best channels to be looking at. Do your own research. To do your own research, a lot of people were reaching out to me and saying, where should I go to do my own research on these altcoins? I got to tell you, the Coin Bureau is probably the best in the game. They're on YouTube. It's a British guy. He does in-depth analysis on all the coins. So, if you look at a coin, make sure you believe in the project, whatever it is. Like if you hear all this stuff about refinance, go look at Coin Bureau's in-depth analysis on refinance or whatever coin you're looking at. He does a great job. And so Elliott Trades and BitBoy are probably the two best for altcoins. They have a really good track record. And then Tokemetrics, they have a pretty good track record too. If you need somebody else, and then if you don't know how to trade on Uniswap, like I said in the beginning of the video, I posted a video a few hours ago. Check out that video at the end or look it up. I covered it in my last video at the very end. I went on my phone and I showed a guy had a question about it, and I walked him through the whole process. And I gave him, things to look out for. Like make sure that you don't like mess with the gas fees, especially if you're new. Make sure you use the recommended amount of gas so that your transaction goes through and it doesn't get lost. And then I said also make sure that you have the gas in your wallet, because it is a decentralized DEX. It is a decentralized exchange, which means it's an exchange where you can exchange different tokens. Like you can use like Ethereum tokens to buy other tokens and use Ethereum to power the swap. That's what Uniswap is. And what I told them is like, make sure you have enough Ethereum in your wallet, whatever it's going to say. You're usually going to be looking around $40 to $50. So plan for that. If you want to be safe, just make sure that there's at least 60 ETH in your wallet on top of whatever coins you're going to be swapping. And like I said before, if you're not investing over $100 into these coins, it's probably not going to be worth it, just ROI wise, just in my opinion, because you're spent like, unless you really think you're going to get a high ROI on these coins. I go over it a lot earlier, so just look at that video if you're at all interested, and check out those channels. Because I could talk about, coins, and we'll talk about coins a lot later. But today I would just rather outsource it to you guys, because at the end of the day, like, these guys spend all day looking at coins, and so I would rather just give you guys that information instead of, me wasting your guys' time with I mean, I'm in the crypto space. I have massive returns on all my coins or whatever. I have one of the best portfolios or whatever. But, the space is evolving every single day. The space is evolving every single day. There's so much to learn. There's so many new coins. Go check out those guys. And that's it for tonight. I got you guys updated on everything. Bitcoin's consolidating. It's healthy. It's looking good. We'll see if we get a massive dump. I don't think we are. I think we're just, looking at these channels. Ethereum's looking good. It looks like it found support. We'll see how well. It doesn't look like it found massive support, but we'll see what happens with Ethereum. And I'm still in my trade on Ethereum. Ethereum's still doing good. It broke all-time highs again today, so good for Ethereum. And then obviously Bitcoin. Alt season, I mean, it's killer. We're getting it. It's here. There's just one little wick that we need to break through. I'll show it one more time. So if you go to the daily chart, you'll see this wick right here. And once we break this wick right here, this wick that I have drawn right here, once we break this wick, we are just going to have all this be lower lows. So it'll look really good. Altcoin dominance is looking really good, and it's on top of, like what we said before, all the crypto market cap being insanely high right now. So the name of the game right now is altcoin season. If you don't like taking risk, if you don't like altcoins and whatever, just sit it out, wait till altcoin season's over, then get in Bitcoin once it starts pumping again. Or, as Bitcoin starts falling during this altcoin season, just cost base average in, not financial advice. And really, I would just encourage you to at least look at some decent altcoins from guys in the space. That's going to give you the best ROI. And like I said, if you don't know how to use Uniswap, check out my video I did a few hours ago, and the ending of the video I covered it. So, or just look up how to use Uniswap. But I got you guys covered on the channel. But either way, it doesn't matter to me. But that's the news. That's what you guys need to know in crypto right now. Don't be playing around with freaking Cardano. Like, I love Cardano. I had Cardano at 10 cents. I bought a freaking ton of Cardano at 10 cents. I was massively hyping this project up since the beginning. Nobody's more bullish on Cardano than me. I mean, a lot of people in the space are bullish, but like, we are not fake on this channel. We've been heavily talking about Cardano before the massive pumps. Like I said, I was in it at 10 cents. And before that, a lot of it was speculation, and a lot of it was a white paper in 2018. And then once everything started getting built, once Shelly started doing good, like, we dumped money into it. Like, trust me, I love Cardano. But right now, Cardano's got to cool off. It just pumped. For my bags, we just made 9x. Like, it's got to cool off a little bit. And then some of these other coins like Reef Coin, whatever everybody's talking about, like a lot of these new Paratrain, Polkadot ecosystem coins, that kind of stuff. Get it. Is gonna have good returns. Make sure you're doing your homework. I'm not a financial advisor. Make sure you do your homework. Make sure you know what you're getting yourself into. But right now, the name of the game is alt season. It is alt season. And if you've been here, hold your alts. Most likely is going to be the name of the game. I'm just telling you what's going on in the space. Altcoin season. Get your bags loaded. And the only reason I say this as such a conservative trader, and you guys know that I'm one of the most conservative guys, if not the most conservative guy in the space with consistent gains. But with altcoin season, it doesn't matter what you pick; you're gonna get gains on it. You just might not get as much gains as other coins. So you know what to do. Look at those top 10 lists. Get the coins that are like the best in the space that these guys are recommending. That have a lot of upside, and make sure you do your own research. That's all I got for you tonight. I got you guys updated on crypto. I got you guys updated on all, from the DXY to crypto total market cap. I got you updated on everything you need to know. We're looking good. Just sub to the channel for more updates, and we'll talk about some coins next time. And then just always, ask me questions in the comments if you ever have any questions.